Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum grade 7 students. In chapter number 8 atoms we have done bonding. Bonding can be ionic or covalent. Bonding is done when atoms need their stability. When atoms have less than 2 or 8 electrons in their outermost shell, they make bonds, whether it is ionic or covalent. In ionic bonding, the transfer of electron occurs as sodium atom outermost shell has 1 electron. It will give its 1 electron to chlorine atom and sodium will become positively charged and chlorine atom will become negatively charged. Now sodium ion plus, chloride ion minus. On the other hand, in covalent bonding, sharing of electron occurs. Oxygen outermost shell needs 2 more electrons to gain stability. So oxygen atom takes 1 electron from 2 hydrogen atoms to form water. Oxygen is shown here with red color and hydrogen is shown here with blue color. You can see the bond formation, covalent bond formation is clearly explained in this picture very well. So you can draw these diagrams as well in your journals. Here methane is formed by 1 carbon and 4 hydrogen atoms. These 4 electrons which carbon was not having in its outermost shell are given by 4 hydrogen atoms. At the bottom, name of metals and their valencies are shown and name of non-metals and their valencies are shown. Always keep in mind the valency of metals is always positive and valency of non-metals is always negative except carbon. Learn this table. It will be helpful in making chemical formula. You should be able to write chemical formula, but before this you have to learn this table as well. Some common ions, their valency and their formula is written here. All the positive ions are shown here, all the negative ions are shown here. See, you have to learn some ions are group of atoms and some ions are just 1 atom. So always keep in mind the ions are those which are losing or gaining electrons. They can be atom or groups of atoms, right? This is calcium hydroxide where calcium has +2 charge and OH is the group of ion that is having -1 charge. Both cancelled and the formula becomes CaOH whole twice. 1 calcium atom, 2 hydrogen atoms and 2 oxygen atoms. Here calcium carbonate formula is written. Calcium valency is +2, carbonate CO3 -2. Both -2 +2 are cancelled and we get CaCO3. No brackets with the whole twice or whole thrice. Here law of conservation of mass is explained. One of my students have asked me to explain you these 2 laws which I told you yesterday in my lecture 2. We will study here 2 laws. Law of conservation of mass or matter are same. In the same way, law of constant composition or law of definite proportion, they both are same. So name is just different. We have studied here only 2 laws and these laws are, number 1 is law of conservation of mass, means mass can never be created, cannot be destroyed, but changes from one form to another. It means that hydrogen atoms and oxygen atoms, when are combining to form water, the number of hydrogen atom and number of oxygen atom remains same. It means hydrogen atom and oxygen atoms are not destroyed during this reaction, they remain same. This is called law of conservation of mass. The second law is law of constant composition or law of definite proportion. Both same. All pure substances have same composition, constant composition. Water, whether it is ice, whether it is vapor, it is having one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms, right? All samples of your substances contain the same element in the same ratio. It means always there will be one oxygen atom and two hydrogen atoms. The ratio of oxygen to hydrogen is same. It is 1:8, means oxygen 1% and hydrogen 8%. So these were the laws. They are given at this page. You have to learn these laws very well. They are very easy now to understand because I have shown you, I have explained you these laws with the help of diagram as well. In the last lecture we have studied the worksheet. We have finished the worksheet. So I don't think so that I should repeat MCQs. Definitely I will not repeat MCQs. I have added these pictures for just for your confirmation that you have correctly done the worksheet or not. Now today we will do worksheet question number 20 till 24 in detail again. The yellow color highlighted parts are the answers of the question. Now we are doing question number 20. Question number 20 is actually the true false. Most elements are metals. True. There are 55 known elements. False. Elements contain only one type of atom. True. The compound is formed when the atoms of two or more elements are joined. True. Atoms of gold are the same as atoms of silver. False. Now, F. Mercury is the only metal element which is liquid at room temperature. True. I am sure that you will be doing question number 21 your own, but for your help, yellow highlighted work is done. Calcium Ca, magnesium Mg, copper Cu, oxygen O, iron Fe, nitrogen N. Now be ready for part B of question number 21. Read these three statements below and then answer the question about them. Question number 1. Name one of the elements above which is a non-metal. Nitrogen, oxygen and sulfur are non-metal. Name one of the elements above which exist as molecules. You know very well. Nitrogen gas and oxygen gas exist as molecules. Name one of the element which is a metal. Sodium, iron and magnesium are metal. Name one of the element which rust. It is iron. Iron always rusts when it is exposed to air or water. Now part C of question number 21 is name the compound that is made when iron is heated with sulfur. The compound that is made when iron is heated with sulfur is iron sulfide FeS. Fe plus 2, sulfide minus 2, both valencies cancelled, FeS. Magnesium is burned in air or oxygen. The compound formed will be magnesium oxide, MgO. Again the valencies will be cut and the formula will be MgO. Now comes question number 22, which from the diagrams can be looking like very difficult, but it's not difficult. First understand the diagrams. Number 1 diagram is the molecules of compound. Number 2 diagram is the molecules of mixtures. Two types of compounds are there, so it is the diagram of mixture. Number 3rd is an element which is monoatomic. Number 4th is the diagram of elements, 2 elements and 1 compound. So 4th is the diagram of a mixture. 5th is the diagram of a mixture of 2 atoms. See, each ball is representing an element. So that is why I am telling you, listen my words again so that you can understand the diagrams. Question number 22 is the formula for sulfuric acid is H2SO4, 2 atoms of hydrogen, 1 atom of sulfur and 4 oxygen atoms. Number 1, how many elements are there in sulfuric acid? 3 elements in sulfuric acid, hydrogen, sulfur and oxygen. Number 2, how many atoms are there in a molecule of sulfuric acid? 7 atoms are there. I have shown you. Here comes the difficult part, aluminium sulfate. The H2SO4 was very simple. Al2SO4 whole thrice is a little different. Why I am telling you now. Okay, now here hydrogen has symbol H and its valency is +1. Sulfate ion has the formula SO4 -2. Here its valency is -2. This -2 will be written along with hydrogen, and hydrogen valency will be written along with sulfate. As we never mentioned 1, so formula of sulfuric acid becomes H2SO4. Now, total number of atoms in sulfuric acid: 2 hydrogen atoms, 1 sulfur atom, 4 oxygen atoms. Total 2 plus 1 plus 4, 7 atoms are present in sulfuric acid. Now, here in aluminium sulfate, aluminium ion has symbol Al, valency +3. Sulfate ion you know very well, SO4, valency -2. This valency will be written with aluminium, and plus valency, aluminium valency will be written with sulfate. Okay, now Al2, as SO4 is already with suffixes, so we will write with this ion brackets, then outside 3. It means that it has 2 aluminium atoms, 3 sulfur atoms, and 12 oxygen atoms. Why? 4 multiplied by 3. 4 3s are 12. 12 oxygen atoms. So aluminium sulfate is again having 3 atoms, 3 kinds of atoms, but the number of total atoms is 17. You can now see the picture clearly. Now question number 22B part will be easier for you. How many elements are there in aluminium sulfate? 3 elements: aluminium, sulfur and oxygen. How many atoms are there in molecule of aluminium sulfate? 17 atoms, as we have discussed in detail. Now look at the diagram C and then answer. Diagram 3 represent element, diagram 1 represent pure compound, diagram 5 represent mixture, diagram 2 represent compound, diagram 4 represent element in a compound. Now in question number 23, we are discussing about the molecular formulas of some compounds and elements. Here hydrogen carbon symbol is given. The white ball will be hydrogen, the check ball will be carbon, the dotted ball will be oxygen, and the fully shaded ball will be nitrogen. So first formula is water. Second, you will tell me. The check is carbon and the dotted is oxygen. So second will be carbon monoxide. Now third, both are dotted, so oxygen. Now fourth, 1 is shaded and 3 are simple ball, so it is ammonia, NH3. Fifth is 1 nitrogen atom and 1 oxygen atom, nitric oxide. Now sixth is 1 nitrogen atom and 2 dotted balls. I say my students that it's an elephant face. It is nitrogen dioxide. Seventh is carbon dioxide. This is Mickey Mouse, okay? Seventh, checked ball is with dotted ball, carbon dioxide, CO2. Eighth is hydrogen. Both simple balls are there. So now B part, what do you understand by the term valency? Valency is the combining capacity of an element. Hydrogen valency 1, carbon 4, oxygen 2, nitrogen 3. Question number 24. Draw a straight line from each particle to the correct example. Sodium is atom, potassium is ion here, and molecule is O2 oxygen here. Now, B part, magnesium reacts with chlorine to make magnesium chloride. Discussed already this many times. A chlorine atom has 7 electrons in outer shell, so it will take 1 electron to complete its shell. Magnesium atom will give chlorine 1 electron, and chlorine will become chloride ion. Now C, water is a compound. It is made of water molecules H2O. Answer is, what is a compound? It is made of water molecule H2O. Completion. Now question number 1. Complete this sentence about compounds. A compound is 2 or more different atoms chemically combined together. A compound is 2 or more different atoms chemically combined. As in water, one oxygen atom is covalently combined with 2 hydrogen atoms. This is the structure of atom, you know very well. I think you are now familiar with it. Thanks for watching this video. Keep on subscribing my channel. Allah Hafiz.